べてはここから始まった。
Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing well. I wanted to go ahead and for this episode dive right back into our previous lesson on chickening of moves and counters, but more specifically some of the strange nuances that can come about when you're having to deal with a counter. So let me show you what I've got set up here. I've got Asuka again on the right, who is doing a single jab into her counter, and we've got Kazuya as our crash test dummy on the left. So what happens if you're using a move that uses multiple limbs? For instance, Kazuya has 1+2, left punch plus right punch, and you'll notice it's an attack that uses both his right arm and his left arm. So let's see first if Asuka can even counter this move, which she can. So let's try that again just so you can see it. Alright, now what about the second portion of the attack? She does grab that arm. Let's try that again. So the big question is, which chicken command do you use in order to get around her counter if you chose to use this move? The answer is relatively simple. Let me reset this. If she grabs the first portion of the attack, which is using Kazuya's right arm, you would do forward 2+4, or forward right punch plus right kick. So let's go ahead and try that real quick. Okay, let's try that one more time. Okay, let me stop her. Now, if we do the second portion of the attack, you will have to use, because he's using his left arm, you're going to have to do forward 1+3. Okay? So let's try that. This is a little bit more difficult. Okay, one more time. Nope, she grabbed the first part. There we go. So, while this does sound like it can be very confusing, the logic behind it is still the same. Depending on which side of the body you're using, you need to use that particular chicken. So let's swap out Kazuya real fast and we'll show you something that's a little bit more peculiar than this. Okay, so we've gone ahead and we've swapped out Kazuya for Heihachi, and we still have Asuka on the right, who is still set to do a single jab into her counter. Now we're going to do the same move that we used with Kazuya with Heihachi. Now what I mean is 1+2. Left punch plus right punch at the same time. And you'll notice that Heihachi uses both of his arms, but he uses them at the same time. So for you as the player, you have to try to figure out which chicken command do you use. Thankfully, Namco has simply just hard-coded what the command is into the game. So you either have to do it with trial and error, or you can look it up online if you can find the information. So first, let's go ahead and just see if Asuka can even counter it. And yes, she can. Let's try it again. Yes. So let's stop her. Now I'm going to reset, and let's go ahead and just try to chicken the move using forward 2+4. Okay, we're just going to do a little homework here. Nope, nothing happened. Let's try one more time. Nope, nothing. So let's stop. And now I'm going to start her up again, and then we're going to do forward 1+3, and we're going to see what happens. There we go. Let's try it again. Yep. So, Heihachi's 1+2 is forward 1+3 if you want to chicken it. Unfortunately, each move is different. You're either going to have to do this right here, where you're going to just have to practice it, or again, look it up. So let's go ahead and swap out characters one more time, and we're going to show you other ways to get around counters without having to do the chicken. Okay, so we've gone ahead and we've swapped out Heihachi with Feng, and we still have Asuka here on the right, and she is still set to do a jab into her counter. So, just in case you're having a little difficulty doing the chicken, you can utilize a low attack. So let's go ahead and we'll have Asuka start countering, and we'll just do a simple low. And you'll notice that she is unable to counter the low. It's very useful. Another thing that you can attempt is a throw. So let's go ahead and get her countering. Just go ahead and throw with Feng. And you'll notice she is unable to counter it. I love that throw. So, another thing that you need to know about counters is they are unable to reverse any strikes that utilize your head, elbows, shoulders, or your knees. So let's go ahead and we'll just do two separate attacks. First we'll use Fang's quarter circle forward in both punches, and you'll notice he uses his face to attack his head. So let's go ahead and try it. Unable to counter that. Okay, one more time, just so you can see. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to utilize Fang's back 1+2. The shoulder attack. Let's see if she can counter this. Nope, unable to. This is very, very useful if for some reason you're having difficulty utilizing a chicken against counters. We hope this lesson's been helpful for you. Tomorrow what we're going to do is we're going to go over parries and if there's anything that you can do about them depending on your character.